is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena. And the opponent, weighing 326 pounds, Kane. From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Hey, nothing you can say, nothing's gonna change what you've done to me. Now
Nice quick count.
Look at that. That's going to go over big to the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You really got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
And here's the cover. He saw that one coming.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
I know we got his brother, The Undertaker, on SmackDown, but how great would it be if Kane was a SmackDown superstar? Oh, how cool would that be?
I don't think that's a very good idea at all, Taz. As a matter of fact, it's kind of terrifying.
You see, Cole, that's the reason why you would make a horrendous general manager. Someone talks about bringing one of the top superstars in the business to your brand, and you refuse because you think he's too scary? Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole. And that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot.
Orton's never backed down from a fight, Taz. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he never seems unprepared for it. A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Oh! It's been said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
And you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, but there's more to being a WWE superstar than brutalizing your opponents. I don't think Kane knows that. Or if he does, he doesn't care.
This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you? The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle. There's the reversal, Cole. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars. Wow.
Now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say? It's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That
You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
But what about picking your spot? Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd, though, Cole. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Uh-oh. Russell!
Oh, my God! What a choke slam! All the way from hell!
Oh, come on. Quit showing off. This is supposed to be a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before, Taz. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Watch it. He reversed it.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stare at your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extreme. This superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Well, tell you what.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what. If you got the...
I think these fans know what's coming next.
You know it.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I think we know where he's going with this, Cole.
Here it comes. The FU. He just drove his opponent straight into the ground.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to be...
You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
I don't know, Cole. I'm kind of unsure about Randy Orton. I mean, he's a pretty boy, let's face it. He's accomplished a couple of big things, but I still think that he's about 90% hype.
A couple of big things? You mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history? Making a career of killing legends? Having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade?
Look, that all sounds fine and well, real impressive on paper, but Evolution was backing him up on half of that stuff. And remember, all that happened on Raw. It didn't happen here on SmackDown. We got a little bit of a different level of competition. You know what I'm saying?
I don't entirely disagree with that, Taz, but I still...
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too. And I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. If I had to pick only one reason why I'm not on Raw, it would have to be Kane. Just being this close to this monster is terrifying. I couldn't imagine having to do it every week.
Hey, Cole, change your underpants and settle down, okay? Me, I like watching Kane tear dudes apart. That's just me. I can watch the Big Red Machine every day of the week. I like this guy, maybe even twice on Sunday.
But the viciousness, the brutality, the complete lack of concern for the welfare of his fellow superstars, whether they're opponents or not, how can you support that?
You know, instead of showboating to the fans,
He's going for the throat. We've seen this before.
there he goes. Choke slam from hell. You can't ever imagine the kind of pain that inflicts. There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to. Here's the pin. This could be it. You just don't see action like this every day.
You sure don't, Taz. and we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. You couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole.
Look at this. He's lifting his opponent by the throat.
He's got this guy way up there, Cole. What? This crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz. And he's feeding off that. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? What a reversal.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster he's going for the cover, Cole. I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton.
What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like, I don't know, he's putting a lot on the line going up there.
The last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but he's
looking for his finisher.
And there it is, Cole. The RKO. Man, that'll take a hit.
I think we're hearing the...
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. That's all she wrote.
That certainly was a decisive victory. That pinfall left no room for ambiguity.
Nope. Randy, you see down in round 3, you lose. That's it. That's it.
Of people who don't want to be cool.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You know what cool is?
On the way to the ring, from the Caribbean, weighing 230 pounds, Carlito. Michigan, weighing 230 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole.
What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with him doing whatever it takes to win the match. If it was that bad, the ref would have DQ'd him, right?
And there's the pin! Wow, they don't get much closer than that. You saw that one coming. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be cool. He's been looking for that all match, Cole, and now he's taking advantage.
Come on, partner. Taking advantage is a rather generous way to put it. He's cheating, plain and simple.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. There's the reversal, Cole.
What a reversal!
You know, RBD calls himself the whole damn show, and that just gives you an idea, just a little...
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top.
You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and
There's the cover. Can he do it? It sounds like his capacity crowd. Wow, I thought he had the pin for sure.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole. I know it ain't a man. This crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now. And here's the cover. The referee's hand was coming down for a 3 count.
I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponents and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen, and he's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
I don't know. He's putting a lot on the line going up. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering.
Customers happy. While you build some momentum, Taz.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you guarantee...
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. One mistake and wouldn't see that fire go out pronto.
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what. If you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
Taz, in your entire career, have you ever seen a superstar as loved by the fans as Rob Van Dam?
No, I've never had. I mean, every crowd that Van Dam performs in front of loves this guy to death, no doubt about it. No matter how he gets it done in the ring. And I guess that's great for Van Dam. I mean, you know, considering his track record.
What are you saying, Taz, that RVD can't get it done in the ring? In case you forgot, top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstar. I don't like where this is going. Got all of that back.
Instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. He wasted no time going for that pin, and the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the
That's
ring.
a 3 count. That's all she wrote.
That certainly was a decisive victory. That pinfall left no room for ambiguity.
Nope. But you shoot yourself down on the map for 3, you lose. That's it. That's it.
safe